You, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of your ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Vice President Johnson, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, President Truman, Reverend clergy, fellow citizens. We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and Almighty God the same solemn oath our forebears prescribed nearly a century and 3/4 ago. The world is very different now, for man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. And yet the same revolutionary beliefs for which our forebears fought are still at issue around the globe. The belief that the rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe to assure the survival and the success of liberty. This much we pledge and more. To those old allies whose cultural and spiritual origins we share, we pledge the loyalty of faithful friends. United, there is little we cannot do in a host of cooperative ventures. Divided, there is little we can do, for we dare not meet a powerful challenge at odds and split asunder. To those new states whom we welcome to the ranks of the free, we pledge our word that one form of colonial control shall not have passed away merely to be replaced by a far more iron tyranny. We shall not always expect to find them supporting our view, but we shall always hope to find them strongly supporting their own freedom, and to remember that in the past, those who foolishly sought power by riding the back of the tiger ended up inside. To those people in the huts and villages of half the globe struggling to break the bonds of mass misery, we pledge our best efforts to help them help themselves for whatever period is required, not because the communists may be doing it, not because we seek their votes, but because it is right. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. To our sister republics south of our border, we offer a special pledge to convert our good words into good deeds, in a new alliance for progress, to assist free men and free governments in casting off the chains of poverty. But this peaceful revolution of hope cannot become the prey of hostile powers. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression or subversion anywhere in the Americas. And let every other power know that this hemisphere intends to remain the master of its own house. To that World Assembly of Sovereign States, the United Nations, our last best hope, in an age where the instruments of war have far outpaced the instruments of peace, we renew our pledge of support to prevent it from becoming merely a forum for invective, to strengthen its shield of the new and the weak, and to enlarge the area in which its writ may run. Finally, to those nations who would make themselves our adversary, we offer not a pledge, but a request that both sides begin anew the quest for peace. Before the dark powers of destruction, unleashed by science, engulf all humanity in planned or accidental self-destruction, we dare not tempt them with weakness, for only when our arms are sufficient beyond doubt can we be certain beyond doubt that they will never be employed. But neither can two great and powerful groups of nations take comfort from our present course, both sides overburdened by the cost of modern weapons, both rightly alarmed by the steady spread of the deadly atom, yet both racing to alter that uncertain balance of terror that stays the hand of mankind's final war. So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Let both sides explore what problems unite us, instead of belaboring those problems which divide us. Let both sides, for the first time, formulate serious and precise proposals for the inspection and control of arms, and bring the absolute power to destroy other nations under the absolute control of all nations. Let both sides seek to invoke the wonders of science instead of its terrors. Together, let us explore the stars, conquer the deserts, eradicate disease, tap the ocean depth, and encourage the arts and commerce. Let both sides unite to heed in all corners of the earth the command of Isaiah to undo the heavy burden and let the oppressed go free. And if a beachhead of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion, let both sides join in creating a new endeavor, not a new balance of power, but a new world of law, where the strong are just and the weak secure and the peace preserved. All this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin. In your hands, my fellow citizens, more than mine, will rest the final success or failure of our course. Since this country was founded, each generation of Americans has been summoned to give testimony to its national loyalty. The graves of young Americans who answered the call to service surround the globe. Now the trumpet summons us again, not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, not as a call to battle, though in battle we are, but a call to bear the burden of a long twilight struggle, year in and year out, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, a struggle against the common enemies of man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and war itself. Can we forge against these enemies a grand and global alliance, north and south, east and west, that can assure a more fruitful life for all mankind? Will you join in that historic effort? In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
Who had lost her source of income tried to reach out to me. However, she could not contact me since I blocked her number. She's managing to live on her savings. My mother and Ruby argue every day now. They are really ignorant. As for me, my husband and my in-laws are very attentive to me, and our relationship is good. No one looks down on me or puts me down, and I am happy and peaceful every day. I hope to live peacefully with my new family.
Hey Sophia, where am I now? Take a guess. Hi Ruth, where are you? Mike is not here yet for the wedding. Do you know something? I see, that's what I thought. What? I don't have time for your quiz. I guess you don't have an answer, so I'll tell you. What? The answer is, I'm at a hotel with Mike. A hotel? The hotel we have our wedding? No, Of course not. We are at a different hotel together. What? Mike and I are in love. He doesn't want to go to his wedding today. He regrets you guys turned in all the paperwork already. He wants to mail the divorce papers later. What are you talking about? You can't joke like that on the wedding day. I'm sorry, but it's not a joke. Let's face it, right? We spent all night together and are still in the middle of a fascinating time. We are turning off our phones. Don't interrupt us. Ruth, what are you thinking? Mike is my husband. Why are you with your sister's husband? Ruth. Hi, Sophia. It's been a year. How are you? After a year, you've healed from your broken heart, right? Huh? Ruth, you and Mike suddenly disappeared. What's with that high-spirited text? Oh, about Mike. We've decided to end our relationship. Huh? I'm sorry I stole Mike a year ago, and I'm sorry we had to break up so soon. You broke up with Mike? Yeah, he saw me bringing a new boyfriend into the house. What's that? After ruining your sister's wedding? A new boyfriend? I can't help it. I'm a very popular girl. That's not the point. I'll be there with my baby tomorrow, so clean my old room, please. What baby? I got pregnant with Mike's baby right after that. We were about to get married when he found out about my affair. I was kicked out of the apartment. What are you? I'm staying at a friend's tonight, and I'll be there tomorrow afternoon. Oh yeah, I'm busy with my new boyfriend. You can take care of my baby from now on. What are you talking about? You still have feelings for Mike, don't you? My son is Mike's son. I'm sure you'll be happy to raise him. If you want, you can adopt my son. Don't be selfish. I don't understand you. I'll pretend I didn't hear that, so don't come back. What? Why? Because there's no point in you coming back. Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm coming home anyway. If you're talking about Mom and Dad's house, we've moved. What? I see what you're doing. You are lying because you don't want me to come home. Well then, clean my old room. I'm back. What's with this house? It looks like it's just been remodeled. The exterior walls have been beautifully repainted, though most of it is the same as before. Nice. Is this why you didn't want me to come back? You wanted this house all to yourself, huh? I'm sorry, but I'm here. I can get in from the back door.
The two of them were taken care of by the police. My mom's uncle took them in after that. I told my relatives the whole situation and they said they'd take care of it. Now they have to live under my great-uncle, the scariest person in the family. I heard they've been assigned hard labor from dawn to dusk. Every penny they earn for their wages is going towards paying off their debts.
Katrina, is this a good time?
Hey, big brother. It's okay. I just got home from work.
You're busy as ever.
Well, yeah, but I like my job. I never get tired of working.
I see. I wanted to confirm something about my wedding. You will attend as planned, right?
Of course.
Will you be able to work around it?
I'll be fine. It's my brother's big day. I'd be there no matter what.
Great! I'll send you a plane ticket to Hawaii.
You'll send me a plane ticket to Hawaii?
Yeah. Sabrina and I decided that we'll arrange the tickets for our families. We talked it over and that's what we decided to do.
I see. That's great.
Well, I've always traveled by car. I don't know much about airplanes. I leave it all to her.
You've never been out of the state, have you?
That's right. This trip to Hawaii will be my first outside of Oregon trip.
Oh, that's right. I'm sure you'll like Hawaii.
You love Hawaii, right? I'm looking forward to it too. I'll be in touch then.
Okay. Good evening, Katrina. We've never texted before, have we? Is this a good time? Good evening, Sabrina. What's up? There's something I didn't get a chance to ask you about when we met the other day. I thought I'd check with you directly.
What? What is it?
I heard from Harry. He said you only graduated from high school.
Yes, that's right. I did.
I thought he was joking, but it turns out to be true.
Is there a problem?
I'll make it clear before Harry and I get married. Everyone in my family is highly educated.
Okay, so?
I went to a well-known private university. My parents and grandparents all graduate from top universities, and they all work for big companies.
I see.
Oh, you're not responding very well. Why don't you react more honestly? Like, that's great, or I'm jealous.
Oh, yes, that's great.
Oh, this sucks. That's why you undereducate people.
Huh?
Well, okay. Your brother Harry also graduated from a prestigious national university.
Yes, he did.
Katrina, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I guess people with low academic backgrounds aren't good at reading between the lines.
Is there a problem?
Harry often praises you as an excellent sister. I have no idea what's so excellent about you. You're only high school graduate and on the losing side of life.
I don't consider myself a loser.
Okay. Maybe it's because you live in a small world. You don't even know you're low class.
What the?
Well, that's enough for today. See you later.
Katrina, I heard from Dad. He said you didn't get a ticket to Hawaii, so you had to get them yourself.
Oh, Harry.
He said you booked the hotel by yourself too.
Actually, that's what happened.
Sorry. When I checked with Sabrina, she said she thought you weren't gonna come. She said she didn't book the flight and the hotel for you, so I was surprised. I thought I told Sabrina that you were gonna attend the wedding. It was my fault for leaving everything up to her. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry. I got the hotel and the plane without a problem.
I'm glad you made it in time. I really can't believe this. I don't know what I would do if you weren't there. I don't know what Sabrina misunderstood.
I'm sure she was busy preparing for the wedding. I wish I'd known sooner, but I've been so busy with work that I forgot all about it.
You're gonna be on a different plane from Mom and Dad, right?
Yes, I'll take a later flight.
Will you be able to make it in time for the wedding?
Well, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a little tough, but I'm used to getting around town, so I'll be fine.
I see. You've been to Hawaii a lot for work. But I'll pay for all the expenses, so make sure to tell me exactly how much it cost.
No. I can pay for it myself.
That's not gonna happen. I'm supposed to make arrangement for my family.
Then I guess I'll take you up on that. I'll bill you later.
I'm really sorry. I invited you and now you have to deal with this.
It's okay. It happens. It's just... I'm a little worried about something.
What's wrong?
Is it really okay if I go to the wedding?
Huh? Why?
It's probably just a coincidence that she forgot to arrange flights and hotels. She doesn't seem to think very highly of me.
That's not true. Sabrina was happy to have a pretty little sister, you know. I'm sure she's looking forward to seeing you at the wedding this time, too.
I hope so.
Did Sabrina say something to you by any chance?
Sort of. She seems to be stuck on the fact that I only graduated from high school.
Just because you only graduated from high school doesn't mean it's a problem. Perhaps you care too much about it. Sabrina never talked about your educational background.
Oh, really? Then I won't worry too much about it.
Good. Well then, I'll see you on the wedding day.
I'll see you there. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Katrina! I just glanced at the reception desk and saw you there.
Sabrina, I'm so glad I made it in time for the ceremony.
I flew separately from my parents. It looks like I got here before them. Why are you coming to our wedding, Katrina?
Excuse me? I don't know how to reply to that. I came because my brother invited me.
I'm telling you, there's no seat for you, okay?
Huh? What do you mean? As a family, I'm supposed to be at my brother's wedding.
You know what? Why are you trying to be my family? I didn't invite you because I don't like you.
Say what? Then perhaps the reason my plane ticket and hotel weren't prepared is because...
I just wasn't planning to do it from the start, you know? And yet, you just went ahead and made an arrangement yourself. I was so surprised at how out of line you are. But, well, it can't be helped. You only graduated from high school and didn't have a proper education. I guess you don't know what common sense is. Harry seems to want to cut you off from the family. I understand exactly how he feels.
Huh? My brother wants to cut me off?
Yes.
Did he really say that?
He didn't actually say it in those words. When he proposed to me, he said, "Please be my family." That means that he and you won't be family anymore, right?
Huh? What part of that statement leads to you cutting ties with me? Just because my brother is going to become family with you, there's no need to cut off ties with me, right? This is why I have trouble with poorly educated people with low comprehension. Huh? Harry's being kind, so he just didn't say it out loud. In his heart, he wants to get rid of you. I think that's a pretty bold assumption. What's so bold about it? Unlike you, I'm smart enough to know what Harry is thinking. I understand very well that you don't like me. There's no way my brother would cut off ties with me. He's not gonna turn me away after I came all the way to Hawaii. I can understand why you would long to come to Hawaii. It's your first time traveling outside your own city, right? But, like I said before, we are an educated family. If someone from the bottom of the barrel like you were at our wedding, you'd look out of place. Oh, I'm bottom of the barrel, huh? I beg you, get the hell out of the wedding hall. If you still want to stay in Hawaii, go sightseeing by yourself. I see. I understand. I see you finally understand your position. You're not family to us. You're a stranger. Frankly, I don't even want to look at you. Please don't ever show your face in front of us again. I think you're gonna regret this. Huh? No, it's nothing. Well, I'm just going wander around town and then I'll be on my way. Yes, please do that. Katrina, I got a call at the airport telling me you've arrived and you're already at the wedding venue, right? I can't find you anywhere. Where the hell are you? Harry? I went to the reception earlier, but it doesn't look like there's a seat for me, so I'm going home. What? Why isn't there a seat for you? Because I'm not family, apparently. Huh? What are you talking about? You're my precious little sister. The ceremony is starting soon. Hurry up and come back. Have you heard anything from Sabrina yet? Huh? Sabrina? I think Sabrina is just changing into her wedding dress. Well, first ask Sabrina what's going on. After that, you can decide what you want to do. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I guess I should just ask Sabrina. I'll get right back to you, so just wait a second. Sabrina? I thought you were probably getting dressed, so I texted you. Yes, what is it? I just got a text from Katrina. She came, but there was no seat for her. I asked her why, and she said, because we are not family. Sabrina, do you know anything about this? Please tell me that you didn't make her leave. Oh, that? Some nerve, right? Huh? Katrina was gonna attend the ceremony even though I didn't invite her. And she went to the trouble of arranging her own flight and hotel. That's a serious lack of common sense. Wait a minute. Sabrina, you didn't arrange Katrina's flight and hotel because you didn't want her to come in the first place? That's right. Because she isn't family. What the hell is that? Katrina is my sister, right? I thought you were looking forward to her being your sister after we got married. Of course, that wasn't true. What did you say? You're praising her so much. I was just going along with you. But deep down, you really dislike her, don't you? What? Since you're marrying me,
Why don't you take this opportunity to break off the family ties?
Oh, come on! What the hell are you talking about?
Well, now that we've successfully gotten Katrina out of the way, let's really enjoy the wedding, shall we?
Seriously? So it was you after all?
Huh? What's wrong, Harry?
I'll text you later.
Harry? Hey, Harry! What's going on? We are about to start. I don't see anyone at the ceremony.
Sabrina, the wedding is cancelled.
What?
I'm breaking off the engagement.
Huh? What's wrong all of a sudden? I mean, where are you, Harry?
I'm in the family waiting room. We are having a discussion with both families.
Discussion?
Yeah. As a result of the discussion, the engagement was called off. We've also decided to cancel the wedding at short notice. Of course, your parents agreed to this decision. I've had them look at the messages between you and Katrina.
Why? I won't be satisfied without knowing why.
Because you tried to exclude one of my family members from the wedding.
Huh? My family? Do you mean Katrina?
That's right.
What are you talking about? Katrina is an outsider, right? You've already cut off your family.
I never said anything about cutting off ties with Katrina.
Harry, I haven't forgotten what you said when you proposed to me. You said, "Will you be my family?" That means you cut off Katrina and chose me, right?
Huh? I don't think there's the slightest element of cutting off Katrina in those words.
Huh? You're wrong.
Could it be that you don't understand English? I'm sure you've had compulsory education at least, right?
That's rude. I graduated from a prestigious university, you know. I'm not on the same level as Katrina, who only graduated from high school in this day and age.
I see. So, you're looking down on her because she only graduated from high school.
Yes, that's it. I can't stand the thought of having such an educated woman as a relative. She probably doesn't even have a good job if she only graduated from high school. It's out of the question for her to attend a wedding where the elites are gathered.
Sabrina, I told you this before. The reason we are able to rent this wedding hall for less than usual is thanks to Katrina.
Huh? What's that?
So I guess you weren't listening to me after all.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, thanks to Katrina?
Okay, let me explain one more time. Katrina is the president of a company that imports and sells Hawaiian goods.
President?
That's right.
Even though she only graduated from high school?
You know, there are plenty people in the world who only graduate from high school and now president of companies.
So you weren't lying when you said Katrina was brilliant?
Katrina was a better student than me. Her love for Hawaii got the better of her. She really wanted to open her own Hawaiian goods store, so she started her own business right after graduating from high school. So, Katrina comes to Hawaii often to buy products. She naturally made connections here, and one of them let us use their family's wedding venue at a reasonable price. But you kicked Katrina out of the wedding venue. There's no way we can have a wedding like this.
Harry?
Let's wait till you get back home to discuss this. I'm sorry, but until I get back, I'll arrange another place to stay.
No, wait!
I won't wait. Goodbye.
We'll just have Katrina come back, right? As long as Katrina is here, we can have the ceremony as planned, right? Hey, Harry! Please answer me! I definitely don't want to break off the engagement! Katerina, come back to the ceremony right now! I'll let you attend the wedding. If you don't, they're gonna break off the engagement! Hey, Katerina! Don't ignore me! I'll treat you as one of my family members! If you come back, everything will be alright! Today's wedding shouldn't have to be cancelled either! Katrina!
Katrina, we've decided to cancel the wedding. Have you been able to talk to her? She didn't seem to understand the cause yet. She seemed unhappy about it, but I got both sides of parents to agree to call off the engagement. I see. Even just now, she sent me all sort of texts trying to keep from having the engagement called off. Sorry, you can block her now. The official end of the engagement will come after we go back home, but you don't need to be involved with Sabrina anymore. Okay, I'll do that. Katrina, I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. It was stupid of me not to see through Sabrina's true nature. You came all the way to Hawaii for me, and this is the thanks you get. It's okay. Now I have an excuse to come to Hawaii outside of work. I'm going to relax and have fun, and then I'm going home. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you found out about her true character before the wedding. Yeah, me too. I feel sorry for the guests who came. It's a blessing that we invited almost only our relatives this time. By the way, have you already eaten dinner? If you want, why don't we go out with Father and the others to eat somewhere? I haven't had dinner yet. I'm starving. It's my treat. So, do you know any good places? Okay, but what about Sabrina? Aren't you staying at the same hotel? It's okay. We decided to stay at different hotels. I see. Then I'll look for a restaurant and call you again. Oh, I'm relying on you again, aren't I? It's okay. If it's about Hawaii, you can leave it to me. I got it. Okay, see you later. According to my brother, Sabrina couldn't give up on marrying him. She kept persistently texting him while they were in Hawaii. My brother ignored them and returned home alone. He then got a lawyer and successfully broke off the engagement. At that time, there seemed to be some discussion about compensation, etc. In the end, they settled on Sabrina paying all the expenses for the wedding. However, Sabrina was still not satisfied. She finally stormed into my brother's workplace and went on a rampage, shouting that she wanted to get back together with him. Of course, the police were called immediately and Sabrina was taken away. Since she was no longer in any condition to continue working, she voluntarily resigned from her job. She is now working at a factory owned by an acquaintance of her parents. She works her ass off every day and has some debt that she neglected deducted from her paycheck. I, on the other hand, am doing well with my company. I spend my time commuting back and forth to Hawaii, which I love. My parents think it's time for me to think about getting married. But I have seen my brother go through a difficult time with his marriage. I'm going to live with work as my sole focus for a while.
Hi, Michelle. Did you suddenly take a day off today? I have a lot of work I need you to do. You've become so sloppy since you took maternity leave, haven't you? Being a 41-year-old, her first... I was wondering how someone like that could become a sales manager. Apparently, he worked his way up in the company by taking credit for his coworkers' work. This came to light at the time of the office merge. Steve was in a pretty bad situation. Then there was an incident of a rampage, and he was dismissed. He was let go immediately and only came back to pick up his belongings. He went home alone without a farewell party. He is now living alone near the branch office. He is working several part-time jobs to make a living. He has been paying $20,000 for the damage he made.
Thanks for your hard work, Mary. Thanks for delivering Ted's change of clothes yesterday. That was no big deal. I'm relieved to see Ted is doing better than I expected. I was surprised when I heard he had broken his leg and been admitted. I'm sorry I made you worry. My sons or I should have gone to change his clothes. But Tyson says he can't because he works late every night. Keith finally got a job offer and is busy studying for it. I don't have a driver's license, so I can't go often. I'm glad a nice person like you are Tyson's fiancé. I'm sure you're busy with your work too. It must be hard for you to move back and forth between my house, the hospital, and your place. You even did his laundry at home. No problems. We're going to be a family in the future. It's nothing. I thought the laundry might be too much. But both you and Keith were not home when I went there, so I took the laundry home. It's totally fine, thank you. It's just, the way you folded the laundry was weird. If you fold them like that, they'll get wrinkles. What? Is that so? I'm sorry. That's how we folded at my parents' house. I'll show you how we fold ours. Come over when I'm here. You'll visit me frequently. I'll teach you everything I know. Thank you very much. I'll visit you when I have some free time. 1 week later. Hello, Mary. Are you still at the hospital? Oh, hi. I'm already back at the office. I still have some work to do today. Oh, really? Then what should I do? I wanted to ask you to do some shopping. Shopping? Could you do that for me? I looked in the fridge today and it was empty. You see, I don't drive. It's hard to go shopping. But there is a supermarket near your house, right? It's about a 5-minute walk. That supermarket is expensive. I'd go broke if I had to go there every time. You have to be a good saver, Mary. Okay. Well, please go shopping anyway. Rice, milk, eggs, vegetables, meat. I'm sorry, just a minute. I still need to finish work today. Will you go to the nearby supermarket today? You can get what's necessary today. I'll go on my day off for the rest. I can't carry heavy things back and forth. Then you can ask Tyson or Keith to drive you there. Tyson is at work. I told you Keith is busy studying. Keith got a job offer at Ford Heavy Industries. He's going to start work soon. So he's studying hard. You can't interfere with that, can you? Is it so difficult to go shopping for just an hour? I saw Keith at the mall the other day. Besides, I'm busy with work too. Work is very important for Keith. Go shopping, please. Okay, I'll come by later. Hello, Mary. Will you go shopping and cook for me today? What? Again? I made some dishes for you yesterday. I thought there was enough for a week. I know. Keith didn't like them, so I threw them all away. What? You threw them all away? He said they taste different. The seasoning was a little off. Can you make it again? What? Why did you throw it all away? You told me Keith wanted a different kind of dish. That's why you asked me to cook something, and you threw them all away? What are you doing? I did ask you to cook, but Keith is used to my style of cooking. Anyway, I threw them out. You could have re-seasoned or rearranged them. There are many ways to eat it. It's a waste to throw them all away. Oh my, are you saying it's my fault? That's terrible. It's your fault for making something we don't like. How can you say that? Are you feeding Tyson that food? I feel sorry for him. Okay, I'll cook for you again. By the way, what about the money for the things I bought yesterday? What? Are you going to charge me? You made something I can't eat. You've got a lot of guts. You haven't paid me back for all the shopping I've done for you. I need a car to go to the bank. It's not easy without Ted. Don't you have any compassion? But you've been talking back to me a lot. I never argued with my mother-in-law. Women these days are so sassy. I'm sorry. Well, it's okay for now. I'll see you later. Hi, Mary. Did you vacuum my house today? It's so dusty. I did it this morning. I vacuumed all the rooms. You just vacuumed? You didn't even wipe down the floor? I can't believe it. Don't tell me you don't wipe down your floor. You'll make Tyson sick. I go all the way to your place in the busy morning hours. Do you expect me to vacuum and wipe your floor in just 30 minutes? I need to go to work. I'm willing to help because you have a backache. You should ask Keith to do it. I can't go every morning. It's too much work. How dare you? Don't you want to help us? Did I say something wrong? It's time for my meeting. Bye. Hello, Mary. What's today? I brought Ted's clothes yesterday. Shopping? Housework? I'm still at work. Can I text you later? You're putting work first again. I knew it. We were right after all. What is it? After seeing your behavior over the past month, we decided to call off the engagement. You are not fit to be a wife in this family. What? I'm so disappointed in you. I thought you were a decent young lady. You're a terrible cook and a lousy cleaner. The way you fold the laundry is all wrong. And all you said was work, work, work. A woman should never use work as an excuse. And when I asked you to do the shopping, you told me to ask my sons to do it. You tried to leave everything to others. You don't even thank me when I try to teach you my cooking. I'm worried about Tyson's future with you. I realized it was a mistake for you guys to be engaged. What? I wanted to teach you our way, but you're always running away to work. So I gave up and decided to get a new one. You are not so young anyways. I wasn't sure if I could see my grandchildren. I don't understand. So you guys had a family meeting? Did everyone agree to call off the engagement? Not just you, but Tyson too? That's right. Tyson favors my opinion. He said, if Mom says no, then no. I see. So the engagement's off. I don't want a woman like you in my family. I want a younger, prettier, more devoted daughter-in-law. I understand. If you insist, then let's call off the engagement. Thank you for being so understanding. Well then, I rescind the job offer for Keith. I look forward to Keith's continued success. What? A job offer? Yes, the job offer from Ford Heavy Industries. I'm rescinding it with the breakup of my engagement. Since I no longer have any relationship with you guys, I have no obligation to give you any favors. What are you talking about? Are you saying that you're sending the job offer? Are you saying that because you're angry? There's no way you can do such thing. What are you talking about? I'm CEO of Ford Heavy Industries. What? CEO? You are? Don't tell me you didn't know that. I thought I told you when I first met you. No, but that's impossible. I can believe you're the CEO of Ford Heavy Industries. Did you know Ford Group? Ford Heavy Industries is a subsidiary of Ford Group. It's a big group company. Yes, I know. I see it on TV commercials all the time. I know, right? My grandfather is the head of the Ford Group. His name is Jonathan Ford. Huh? By the way, Ted knew about this. He knew about my company and my grandfather. Ted asked me to hire Keith, so I offered him this position. Really? Ted asked you? I had no idea. Did you think he got the job offer on his own? Keith dropped out of college. He had no work experience. Do you think he could get this job offer? Are you kidding? Ted was worried about him and begged me to hire Keith. I thought I'd give Keith some training. That was a waste of my time and effort. What? Really? He was going to be my future brother-in-law, but the engagement has been called off, so I am canceling the job offer. Oh, no. Wait a minute, I understand. You can marry Tyson. You guys have engaged again. That's fine. What's fine? I've got to make time to take care of Ted's errands, shopping, and housework. I'm busy with work, but I did it all by myself. You haven't even paid me back on groceries, and I don't complain about it. I did more than enough work. You insulted me, calling me old, ugly, and a lousy housekeeper? Then you told me you called off the engagement? Do you think I'm not angry? I told you I forgive you. I'll approve of your marriage. Huh? I don't need that now. My love for Tyson's has fallen to the ground because of this incident. He made me take care of his father. He couldn't stop his mother's outbursts. Instead, he agreed with you to call off our engagement. I don't need a man like that. What's the point of giving me forgiveness or approval? Isn't it you who should be asking for forgiveness? I am still waiting to receive a word of apology. I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad for everything I did. You feel bad? Can't you even apologize properly? Even elementary school kids know how to say sorry. Why don't you learn some common sense before you critique others? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. Please forgive me. Well, I won't accept your apology. I understand the engagement was canceled. I'll tell my parents and hire a lawyer. Let's call it off officially in a couple of days. I'll ask you to return the expenses. No, wait a minute. No. Pretend it never happened. I won't do it again, and I'll pay you back, please. I've already made up my mind. I'm so glad I didn't marry Tyson. I got to know the true nature of Tyson and my MIL. Oh, I shouldn't call you MIL anymore. I'm no longer Tyson's fiancé. I shouldn't even text you anymore. It's not worth contacting my ex-boyfriend's mother, so I will delete your number. Please delete my number from your phone too. Hey, wait a minute. Now, if you'll excuse me, thank you for everything. Please. After that, Andrea and her sons came to apologize in a panic. I was at my parents' house, so I never saw them again. They came to my office. They also got down on their knees and apologized. I ignored all of these and won the engagement breakup with a lawyer. Ted was discharged from the hospital and found out everything that happened. He slapped divorce papers on Andrea, and they are now living separately. Tyson was still in love with me and continued living in the same place. However, the rent was too high. He was evicted and moved back to her parents' house. Keith had his job offer rescinded, and he started job hunting again. But no one wants to hire him so far. Andrea's neighbors call her a nightmare MIL. They are the target of criticism and ridicule. Their arrogance in trying to test people caused them so much pain. 6 months later, I went on a blind date. I am married to a calm and gentle husband who supports me well. I am so glad I got rid of that family. I will continue to do my best.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.